Hello, my name is McKenzie James, City of Portland Plumbing Inspector, and I'm out here with Ephraim and Francisco, father and son, who did the plumbing work in their own house, and they have agreed to talk with us about the corrections that were made from the previous inspection. Okay, we are in the first floor powder room bathroom. Powder room bathroom is mainly consists of a toilet and a lav, what we refer to as a bathroom sink. And the first correction in this bathroom was the minimum size for a toilet vent is 2 inches. The homeowner installed an 1.5 inch vent, and so they have made the correction to the minimum size vent, which is 2 inches. So the homeowner's son, Francisco, who made the correction, will explain to us what he did.
This was the original pipe that was in here, and later on I replaced it for the 2-inch pipe that meets code, which is right here.
Okay, number 2 correction in this powder room bathroom was the plumbing code dictates that all vents must rise vertically 6 inches above the flood level vent. And up here we have a tub, and so the correction was that vent was what we call flat vent. So the homeowner put the vent vertically and take it to the upstairs so that the vent does rise vertically above the flood level of the fixture. And just a tip that I like to add to for homeowners when they're trying to do their own plumbing work is to take advantage and call for a consultation before they glue all the pipes and fittings together. Because if they take advantage and call for a plumbing consultation, it will save them some cost, expense, and some frustrations in doing the work. Because once a pipe and fitting's been glued, it's pretty much becomes obsolete. It's got to be thrown away. So in this particular case with this 90-degree fitting and the 2 pieces of pipe, it's possible that this pipe could be reused with the use of 2 couplings. But there again, it's more time involved, got to buy more fittings. So it's good to call for a consultation. The inspector will help you resolve your problems.
This is what we originally had up there, and it tied the bathroom sink to the toilet vent. Basically went to the one single vent, and that was incorrect. We replaced. From there we cut this off and tied it on with regular couplings, as you can see right there at the very top at the edge before getting to the right there. And we did that and ran the 2-inch pipe that used to connect to this for the toilet vent all the way up in the separate vent, and left the sink for this vent alone for the sink.
Okay, our number 3 correction was this 2-way clean out that was used as a drainage fitting for the toilet, the drain and the vent. This type of fitting here, 2-way clean out, is used mostly on the outside of the pipe for the building sewer and the building drain. It's installed outside, and as you can see, the reason for this fitting, the drain can be cleaned out in either direction. So you can snake the drain where it cleans out the building drain on the inside of the house, and you can snake the drain the other way where you can snake the drain out, clean the drain out going to the building sewer. So this type of fitting is not approved for indoor use, and the homeowner replaced it. The homeowner installed a Santee fitting, combination type fitting, and this now works. He has a 3-inch vent going up to the 2nd floor, probably goes through the roof. He didn't have to use a 3-inch vent, but he chose to do that. He could have used a 2-inch vent. That's the minimum size vent for a toilet. But now this installation is correct.
This was another correction. This is correction number 3. I'm just going to explain how difficult it was to remove this. And because we didn't ask for a consultation prior to gluing everything together, which would have been very helpful and would have saved us a lot of time and money, we glued this together, and it was very difficult removing it because it's a very tight spot, and everything was just glued on. And to put everything back in place, it's a lot of waste of time, money, effort, and a really good idea is to ask for a consultation. It saves you a lot of time and money.
Number 4 correction is the clearance of PEX piping to a recessed lighting. And this is one of the corrections that is on the most common one of the top 25 most common corrections that we have is the clearances of PEX piping from the recessed light fixture. The minimum clearance from our open or the manufacturer of our aqua PEX piping is 12 inches clearance from the light fixture. And sometimes, for whatever reason, the pipe gets run close to that light fixture. One of the reasons we find most is the plumber will do the work and then the electrician comes in afterwards and the electrician somehow put the can light close to the light. The can light close to the piping. So one of the fixes is a barrier, whether a piece of wood or pipe insulation or sheetrock of some kind. So here the fix is a piece of 2x6 wood, and that takes care of that code violation.
This was one of our easiest fix because all we had to do is put the 1 inch thick wood right there. It basically covers the thickness of the pipe. It allows us to cover it up with just to put the 2x6 right over that, and that separated it and got distance or whatever we needed to meet code. It got the problem fixed, and it was very easy and fast.
Correction number 5, the installation of mid-story guides. The reason for the mid-story guides is to prevent the movement or control the movement of the plastic pipes in the wall. And there are 2 ways you can do this. Here is one where the homeowner did it, where he wrapped the plumber's tape around the piping here and here. And the other way is pretty much, well, similar to on the other side. You could just wrap it around the pipe and nail it to the nearest stud. Or like I say, in this case, it was wrapped around the pipe and nailed to between the 2 studs. So either way, it's a correct installation. And like I said, this prevent the movements of the pipe in the wall.
This was also another easy fix, and this is a really good thing because when water goes down the drains, it vibrates and it makes really loud noises throughout the whole walls, and it's very annoying. But this is a good thing we got to do, and the inspector told us to fix. So it was easy also, and very useful.
Correction number 6. We're standing in the master bathroom, and we have a hydro spa tub, jacuzzi tub, and the new code now requires a pressure balancing valve that has a limiting switch of maximum 120 degree temperature. And the reason for that is that nobody gets scalded or get burned. Previously, all was required was a pressure balancing valve with no temperature limit. But the new code states that because I guess there have been reported cases of people getting scalded with the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd degree burns. And so the homeowner installed a thermostatic mixing valve on the side of the bathtub, which will be beneath the bathtub, and before his final he'll have an access panel so he can get to that thermostatic mixing valve and service that mixing valve. The thermostatic mixing valve, it can be set whether the maximum 120 degree temperature limit, or it can be set 115 or 110. We do not recommend you go over the 120 because, like I say, it's subject to scalds and burns, and that's not a good thing. Correction number 7. We're out here on the deck. The homeowner has to install a frost-proof silk hose bib, and the hose bib has a vacuum breaker. The reason for that, in case they have a hose up here hosing down the deck, or chemicals in a bucket, and the hose is in the bucket, any back pressure, back siphonage won't go back into the potable water supply. This is a protective device. I'd like to thank Ephraim and his son Francisco for cooperating with us and allowing us to do the video here for our blog, for explaining what they did and being patient with our inspectors and working with our inspectors. And like again, I say a very special thank you to Ephraim and his son Francisco.
Thank you.
Thank you.